Hey you guys, so this is Deanne again. We're just continuing our search from part 1. And one of the things I wanted to be sure and cover in this video is the use of the star at the end of a term. That can really help sometimes with opening your search up a little bit, depending on what your topic is, what your keywords are. What it does is it finds those different endings. So with something like communication, it works really well. So the star at the end is going to find all articles with communicate, communicates, communicating, communications, all of those different endings. So sometimes that can be really helpful. Another example that we could use for this is maybe teens, if we're looking at that group. It's going to get teens, teenager, teenagers. So that can be helpful with opening up your search a little bit more and getting those different endings. One of the things that I want to do is actually take a look at one of our articles in our search results a little bit more closely. So right now we're looking at the record for this particular article. We can see the citation information, and then you're also going to get the abstract. And the abstract can be really helpful with saving you time, because this article itself is about 32 pages long, and that's kind of lengthy, so it would take some time for us to skim through that, but this little abstract, the summary, is going to really sum it up for you very nicely and save you a little bit of time. One of the things you'll notice is when you're at your results screen, you can mouse over the little magnifier and it'll pull up the abstract for you, so you can just kind of look at those abstracts very quickly and get an idea of what each one of those articles is about. When you get your search results, it does sort them by relevance. The most relevant articles are going to be at the top of your results, and they get less relevant as you go down the list. So usually the first 2 to 3 pages are going to be the most relevant, so you can kind of use that to your advantage too. If you want to resort by date, you can also do that as well to pull up the newest articles. Whenever you guys have an article pulled up, you can email the article to yourself. You can save it, or you can also get the citation. Now, one thing I want to warn you guys about the citation feature in here is it's not always completely accurate. Always check your citations with APA style. I would highly recommend using the OWLet Purdue. The OWLet Purdue is a website that will give you examples of how you can format your citations, and you can just Google that. It's an excellent website for getting examples of the APA guide is here, but getting examples of different doing different citations in APA format. It's the APA formatting and style guide. So you can look at the reference list, links, depending on what your sources are, and you'll get some examples of citing those articles in your references list. So depending on what it is, what type of article, you'll see all of that, all of those examples listed here. One of the things I also want to point out from the record that's really helpful as you guys are searching is the subject terms. Sometimes these can be really great because they tell you what terminology the researchers are using whenever they're writing about this topic. So whereas before, when we're searching, it's a little bit of a guessing game, knowing what terms to use, it can be tricky. For certain topics, not for all of them, but for certain ones. But these subject terms really can help guide your search. Sometimes, they can be too broad, but I think it's a good place to look for ideas of other keywords that you can use. And I like to take these and throw them into my search, and then, see what else I can pull out. And whenever you guys use these are actually the subject terms. So you'll notice that when you drop down the selected field box, you can do a specific search, and we can limit to just articles that have dating as the subject rather than just a keyword anywhere in the article.